This is News 8 Now, this morning.
We had an overall gorgeous Easter Sunday across the Coulee region, and high pressure is going to stay in control as we go throughout the week, meaning that warming trend is going to continue. But how long will it last? I'll have that answer this morning.
We usually don't hunt for eggs or anything like that, and then we just do this, and it's just a fun way to get together and dye sheep and then just admire them and watch the people admire them too. Just makes everyone feel good.
Chasing Daylight Animal Shelter, it's been there 11 years. There's amazing people that volunteer, that work at the shelter, that it's a nonprofit organization, it's a no-kill shelter, and it's amazing what the
Good morning, everyone. That was your morning eye-opener. I'm Sophia Pullman.
And I'm meteorologist Eric Dean.
It is April 10th. I hope everyone had a wonderful Easter this weekend. The temperature, the weather was amazing.
Oh, it was gorgeous.
The sun was out.
the case.
Is it going to be like that?
For a while,
Yeah.
short answer is yes.
Okay.
There's a little bit of rain across the area right now, but that's going to quickly dissipate. We'll see a decrease in the clouds throughout the day, but we are going to go back in the upper 60s and low 70s. And if you like that, I think you're going to like the middle part of this week, and we'll tell you why coming up.
Take it
later
away.
on. Outside right now. Good morning, everybody. We are seeing temperatures in the 50s from top to bottom. We're at 57 Winona, 56 La Crosse, 51 in Viroqua, the Double Nichols, 55 in Eau Claire, as well as Black River Falls over towards the Dells, seeing a temperature right around 54 degrees, and we are substantially warmer as compared to this time yesterday. 28 degrees warmer in Black River Falls, 28 degrees warmer in Sparta, 5 degrees warmer in Winona, 15 degrees warmer in Eau Claire. So we take a look at the radar scan right now. We have a little bit of rain being picked up across portions of the viewing area. The dome around La Crosse, that area, those are some false reports being picked up. That usually happens around this time of morning, especially this time of year. But that rain chance is going to dwindle down as we go into the late morning, early afternoon hours. We're going to make it to 67 by the 1 o'clock hour. Then how about low 70s with plenty of sun as we go throughout the mid to late afternoon hours. Now, coming up in the first warn forecast, we're going to talk more about the flooding concern in Juneau and Adams County, and we're going to talk about the Mississippi River and La Crosse, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes. Sophia, over to you.
Thanks, Eric. Let's get to some news this morning. Residents of a tiny town in Wisconsin were mourning over the weekend, struggling to understand how one of their own lost their life right before Easter. David Schumann shares the story of their sorrows. Just across the river in Minnesota, there's still no sign of a Winona mother, Madeline Kinsbury, who investigators believe was kidnapped. Kinsbury has been missing since last Friday. Police say she and the father of her children dropped their kids off at daycare that morning. He told police they returned home, and when he left in her van, he says she was gone when he returned. Over the weekend, more than 2,600 volunteers helped search for clues in rural southeastern Minnesota. Carly Gobler of La Crosse was one of those volunteers.
When it comes down to it, the family needs answers. So I think that's in the back of our heads, that we need to find something to help the case.
Winona police said in a release Saturday that they are ending the organized mass searches and will focus on concentrated efforts going forward. If you have any information, they ask you call Winona Police or Winona Area Crime Stoppers. Several acres of property were damaged after a brush fire in Council Bay. On Saturday, Holman Fire was called to the scene on Mark Trail for a controlled burn that got out of hand. Grass and some fences on the property were damaged, but Holman Fire Department Captain Frank Garrow said the fire was contained quickly. Garrow also said he doesn't recommend burning at this time of year.
It is not a good day to burn. Low humidity, mild winds, warm, just a perfect day.
Garrow also says to be on the lookout for a possible burn ban coming soon. In Stoddard, nature lovers heard some expert advice. Expert photographers and naturalists shared helpful advice with the public on Saturday's Flyaway event. People got to learn about bird identification tips on how to capture perfect bird shots. A member of the Mississippi Valley Conservancy says the ultimate goal is environmental awareness.
Our ultimate purpose is to create awareness of waterfowl and wildlife in this part of the world and what their needs are and what's threatening them.
If you missed the event but are interested in learning more about wildlife along the Mississippi, you can visit the Conservancy's official website. We posted a link on our website, news8000.com. Back in Onalaska, Ultra Federal Credit Union helped families celebrate Easter at the Omni Center. Easter festivities included face painting, photos with the Easter Bunny, and lots of treats for families to enjoy. This was the 51st year of the event, and organizers say that a big goal of the event is giving back to the community.
We just really like to give back to the community. Ultra started in the La Crosse County area, and this is where we want to bring everything that we have, and really we just enjoy doing this for the community.
Dog owners in Sparta spent Easter with a special activity for their furry friends. The third annual Doggy Easter Egg Hunt was underway at the Justin Trails Resort in Sparta. Dogs big and small sniffed around for Easter eggs that were filled with some of their favorite treats. The hunt kicked off, and one volunteer said this event helps bring hope to hardworking and life-saving shelters in the area.
I really enjoy doing it because it's such a cause I strongly believe in, about spreading the word on spay and neutering, letting people know that there's a lot of animals out there without a voice, and they need us to help care for them.
Proceeds and items donated at the event will go to Chasing Daylight Animal Shelter in Tomah and Monroe County Animal Shelter. We have more information on news8000.com. You may have heard of Easter eggs, but what about Easter sheep? The Orns family is sharing their unique Easter celebration with everyone on their family farm in Sparta. Their sheep are dyed all kinds of colors, pink, blue, green, you name it. This is the family's third year taking part in the tradition.
We usually don't hunt for eggs or anything like that, and then we just do this, and it's just a fun way to get together and dye sheep and then just admire them and watch the people admire them too. Just makes everyone feel good.
Vanessa says the dye is 100% safe for the sheep. They'll stay colorful until rain washes it off or it's time for a shear. If you'd like to check out the candy-colored herd, you can stop at their farm at 11277 Janice Avenue in Sparta this week. Still ahead on your morning news, why this year's Easter was the most expensive one to date, and how warm temperatures help local farmers get ready for strawberry season. That and more coming up this morning. For now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. Troopers in Minnesota made an Easter rescue. 2 officers found this rabbit on the side of the highway near Mankato and believe it's someone's pet. However, it's still a mystery how it got on the side of the road. The troopers took him to the local Humane Society where he was checked out and then sent him to a bunny rescue. Workers there are currently trying to find his owners. Don't go anywhere. Your consumer news at News 8 Now this morning after the break.
All right, take a look here at I-94 in Menominee. Good morning to you guys. You're at the Double Nickel, 55 degrees, feels like 55 out there. Look at your visibility, clear out there, 10 miles. Now the radar scan right now showing a little bit of precipitation across portions of our viewing area. This little guy right here, these are some false returns being picked up on the radar, so we have a clean sweep across the majority of the viewing area at this hour. So if you have plans to take the dog out, make sure you wipe his or her paws off when you bring them in, because shower chances are going to stay in the forecast. By the afternoon hours, abundant sunshine, and then by the evening hours, we'll see a little bit of cloud cover, but still not a bad day at all. Now, coming up in the first warn forecast in just a few minutes, we are going to talk more about the flooding concerns across the Coulee region, and we have the latest information on the Mississippi River in La Crosse, so you do not want to miss that. Sophia, over to you.
In your consumer news this morning, the Environmental Protection Agency is expected to tighten restrictions on emission standards. The proposed rule change would require 2/3 of all new passenger vehicles sold in the United States to be electric by 2032. California voted last year to ban the sale of new gasoline-powered cars by 2035 and set interim targets to phase these cars out. Other states are expected to adopt these new rules. As another Easter flies by, many Americans are left wondering why they spent so much money over the holiday weekend. The National Retail Federation says that Americans were projected to spend over $24 billion on Easter goods. That's $4 billion more than last year's amount. The most purchased items this year were candy and flowers. Tax season is almost over. The deadline to file federal income taxes is April 18th. In the meantime, the IRS is looking at a makeover. The Internal Revenue Service wants to spend the $80 billion Congress provided last year to make changes, including to hire more than 7,000 new auditors in the next 2 years. The agency wants to step up enforcement to audit more wealthy people and corporations to be more customer friendly.
All right, before we get into the weather, I just mentioned this. We do have a couple of things to talk about in terms of flooding. This is the Wisconsin River at Castle Rock Dam. This is between Juneau and Adams County. Now, this right here says it expires Thursday at 5:04 a.m. The National Weather Service has indicated that this is going to be going until further notice. So this is something we'll be keeping an eye on over the next several days. Now, in terms of the Mississippi River in La Crosse, here's the latest on that. We are sitting at 9.15 feet. Right now, it's going to go to 9.3 feet by Wednesday. By Friday, it'll be above 10 feet. And then by next week, we're projecting that it's going to go to about 12 feet. So again, something we have to keep an eye on over the next several days. Outside right now, it is gorgeous out there. You can see a beautiful sunrise on CityCam. Eau Claire, you're seeing a temperature of 55 degrees. It feels like 55 out there with winds out of the south at 11 miles per hour. In La Crosse, we're at 56 degrees again. Feels like 56. Humidity is sitting at 40% with winds out of the south-southeast at 6 miles per hour. So here's what got your car wash forecast for today. If you have plans, definitely wash the car today, tomorrow, even Wednesday. You know what? Let's play that again because I think Derek just got washed too. Yep, there he is right there. Hey, it's not a morning show if I don't throw a Derek Sibley jab somewhere. Monday, good. Tuesday, good. Wednesday, good. Add the wax. Oh, heck yeah. For the next several days, we'll see temperatures in the 70s and 80s. And outside right now, we are in the 50s from top to bottom across the Coulee region as well as the Chippewa Valley. For today, though, we'll see temperatures going into the 70s across all of La Crosse County. Upper 60s, low 70s for our southern zone. New Albany will make it to 72. Waukon will make it to 70. Prairie du Chien will make it to 71. Low 70s from the Alma Center area down to Sparta. Upper 60s towards the Norwalk area. And then Ladysmith, you'll go to 64. Otherwise, upper 60s from Bloomer over towards the Chippewa Falls area. And then low 70s from Eau Claire down to Fall Creek. So our traditionally cooler zones will stay in the 60s. We're going to go to 72 today in La Crosse. The clouds will decrease throughout the day. The sunglasses, they're going to be needed with winds out of the south at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's your setup. So like I said, we had some rain push its way through the Coulee region over the past several hours. Here's that break in the clouds I was talking about that will take place in the late morning and early afternoon hours. High pressure is large, it is in charge, and it is in control, and it's going to stay in control for the next several days, courtesy of this stationary boundary. As long as we stay in this pattern, it's going to mean one thing. Those temperatures, they're going to continue to go up, and that's exactly what's going to happen tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. So for today, we'll see temperatures in the 50s and 60s by the 11 o'clock hour. By the noon hour, we'll see temperatures staying in the 50s and 60s. By 10 o'clock, we'll see temperatures in the upper 40s to low 50s, and then this trend continues tomorrow. So here's what happens. It's not going to last long. See this warm air that's pushing through? Here's Tuesday. That ridge of high pressure stays in control. Here's Wednesday. The high pressure stays in control. Here's Thursday. It stays in control. And then this guy right here. This is our weather maker for next week. It'll drop those temperatures as it sags south into the Coulee region. Now, how low will we go? We go to 80 on Thursday, 64 Saturday, and then upper 40s to low 50s for Sunday going into Monday. Now, precip chances are also in the forecast for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but for the next several days, get out and enjoy it. 72 for today, 76 for tomorrow, 80s for Wednesday and Thursday, and then upper 60s to low 70s for Friday. Again, keeping that rain chance in the forecast, cooling off again for Saturday, cooling off again for Sunday and next Monday. So definitely get out and enjoy it. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a few minutes, but first, here's a look at this day in history.
Welcome to the Morning Blitz. Yesterday, the weather had cleared and it was a perfect day in Augusta for the final round of the Masters. They finished up round 3 early in the morning, where Brooks Koepka had a 2-stroke lead over Jon Rahm heading into the last 18 holes, and it built for some excitement. Brooks Koepka, a 4-time major winner, going head-to-head against Jon Rahm, who's won just one major, and it was Rahm striking first with a birdie putt on the 3rd hole. He sinks it and is now within a stroke of Koepka. Then on the 4th hole, Koepka trying to save par, and he misses. He would make the bogey putt, and we would be even at 10 under. Now on hole 6, Koepka with another long putt to save par. This one isn't going to make it there. Koepka with another bogey that opens the door for Rahm. Here he is on the rough on hole 14, but check out this shot. Lands on the opposite side of the green, but that's exactly where he wants it, because it's going to roll and stop within just a few feet of the hole. Rahm would knock it in for birdie, and he would run away with it. He shot 3 under on the day. 12 under is the final score. It's his first Masters win, his 4th win on the tour already this year. Much deserved from him. All right, going to baseball. Brewers looking for a series win against the Cardinals. 3rd inning, 2-on for Willy Adames. Adames gives this one a ride over the left fielder's head. Yelich comes in to score from first, and the Brewers jump out to a 2-0 lead. 4th inning, Freddie Peralta in some trouble. Already 1 run across, but gets Andrew Kinzer to strike out. Then next inning gets Tyler O'Neill to strike out. Peralta 6 full innings, 7 Ks, 1 run. He looked good. Still in the 5th, nobody on for Adames, and he sends this one to deep left, and it's gone. A solo shot for Adames. Brewers now up 2. Then in the 7th, Christian Yelich at the plate. He smokes this one to dead center field. That clears the fence for his first home run of the year. Brewers win again 6-1. They're now 7-2 on the year. They go again tomorrow down in Arizona. Or tonight in Arizona. Twins also going for their 3rd series win up against the Astros at home. 3rd inning, 1-on for Chas McCormick. He's going to make Tyler Mahle yard. A 2-run home run puts Houston on top. Twins trying to keep pace, 1-on for Donovan Solano, and he gets one through down the right field line. Buxton comes in to score, and the Twins cut the deficit to 1. But Houston would add some insurance in the 5th. McCormick again, this time goes up the middle. 2 runs coming to score. The Astros take down the Twins. Minnesota now 6-3 on the year. They're at home tonight against the White Sox. That'll do it for the Blitz. We'll see you tonight.
More than 30 Ukrainian children are back home after their alleged illegal deportation by Russia. They crossed the border after spending months in Russia, according to humanitarian group Save Ukraine. It says some of the children were released after their mothers went to Russia to track them down. Ukraine says more than 16,000 children have been illegally deported by Russia, but Russia denies the actions. The issue of abortion rights could be heading back to the U.S. Supreme Court after 2 federal judges issued dueling rulings that could impact access to abortion medication. The White House is preparing to fight a Texas federal judge's ruling that seeks to invalidate the FDA's approval of the abortion pill, Mifepristone, saying the FDA improperly approved the medication 23 years ago. Later today, Planned Parenthood is expected to hold a news conference on the Texas federal judge's ruling. In a statement, the group said, quote, "The consequences of this case could be incredibly far-reaching." A religious leader is recovering after violence erupts during a prayer service Sunday in New Jersey. The suspect is in custody, but so far no word about a possible motive. During early morning prayers at Sunday's service at the Omar Mosque in Paterson, New Jersey, a man allegedly stabbed Oman Syed El Naqib at least twice. Investigators say the alleged attacker is Muslim but not a member of the mosque, even though he occasionally prayed there. In your medical news this morning, spring has sprung, but summer will be here before you know it. If you're hoping to shed some pounds before hitting the beach, health experts say to start now. Mandy Gaither has tips to help you get fit for a healthy summer.
It can happen to the best of us. Putting on a few pounds over winter isn't uncommon, but you can shed that weight by summer starting now.
It doesn't take, 2 or 3 months, and you can get it done.
Dr. Stephen Kopetsky with Mayo Clinic says start by eating healthier. He says to focus on consuming more whole foods, turn to fruits, veggies, and legumes.
They have pulp and fiber that are non-caloric carbohydrates, so they fill you. You eat less calories, in other words.
Kopetsky says we tend to eat the first things we see in the refrigerator. Rearranging your food may help.
And take the 2 drawers that say fruits and vegetables, move some things down into there, like the sausages and the bacon and things like that, and then take the fruits and the vegetables and put them up so when you come home at night, you open the fridge, you see something that's healthy.
Stay away from anything ultra-processed. If you're craving comfort foods, eat something healthy with it. Limiting alcohol can also cut down on calories, and Kopetsky says to also be smart about being active. If you can't make it to the gym, take the stairs wherever you go.
If you're a person that walks maybe 3,000 steps a day, try to increase it to 5,000. If you're already doing good number of steps, then try to do some intervals.
Easing stress is also important. Meditation or deep breathing can help. And don't forget about those Z's. Studies show there's a higher risk of weight gain when you don't get enough sleep.
The doctor says having an accountability partner can also help you lose weight and make it easier to stick with a healthier lifestyle. Maternity wards are closing across the country, forcing expectant mothers into long drives for care. According to a recent report, 217 hospitals in the U.S. have closed their labor and delivery departments since 2011, 13 in the past year alone. The report says that the states with the highest loss of access are Minnesota, Texas, Iowa, Kansas, and Wisconsin, each losing more than 10 facilities. A reason for these closings: money, low births, and staffing. The FDA is issuing a Class 1 recall for Freestyle Libre glucose monitors after reporters of at least 7 fires and 1 injury. People with diabetes rely on glucose monitors to check their blood sugar levels before or after meals. These devices use lithium-ion batteries, and some users have reported them overheating, swelling, generating sparks, or causing a fire. The manufacturer has set up a website to help people use the monitor safely. Officials in both Adams and Juneau counties are calling on residents to take immediate action as a severe flood warning has sent to residents at 9 a.m. Sunday. In case of flood warnings, officials suggest creating a communications plan with family and friends, assemble an emergency kit, charge essential electronics, prepare your home with sandbags or other materials if you have the ability and time to do so. Finally, move to a higher location to wait out the flood. Everyone is worried something will go wrong on their wedding day. Maybe the cake is wrong or a tornado causes your reception party to have to shelter in place. The last one is just what happened to a couple in Delavan during their wedding. Frank Healy has the story.
It started like pretty much any other wedding day.
Kayla and Alex Williams say their wedding was going exactly as expected on the last Friday of March at Lake Lawn Resort in Delavan, despite a little rain. The only thing truly missing, Kayla's grandma, Mimi Geiger, who passed away recently.
As soon as I was about to walk, the rain stopped. And so my mom kept telling me that it was my grandma.
With the ceremony, dinner, and cake done, Chris Kapsick with Movin' and Groovin' DJs says his first wedding of the season with DJ Felix Entertainment was going great.
We were getting ready for first dance when all the people in the room, their phones started going off.
Elkhorn, Lake Geneva, you need to start getting your supplies together, going into your basement. Underneath the stairs is a great safe place to be.
The staff had come up to me and said, hey, you got to help me get these 140 guests down into the basement, which is a first for me.
We just kept saying, like, only at our wedding would this happen.
Chris came up to me, the DJ, after I'd kind of made eye contact with him to like, what are we going to do? Rather than just kind of stuff everybody down in the basement and make them sit there.
And I ran out to my van while the air raid sirens are going off. I grabbed a powered speaker that we usually use for ceremonies. And the place just started jumping from there.
Turning what could have been a bad situation into a story they'll tell forever. While nearby in Delavan, sheet metal was getting ripped off buildings and there was even a little bit of damage at the resort, everyone was sheltered in place and no one was hurt. Everything at the Williams wedding was, in a way, perfect.
I honestly really wasn't bothered by the tornado. I thought it was hilarious, and I was just downstairs like laughing the whole time.
While Kayla's grandma, Mimi, wasn't there physically, Kayla says by the end of the night, she kind of was.
I feel like the tornado was just kind of like my grandma saying that like she was there and like she was the life of the party because that's who she was as a woman.
Thanks in part to the fast-thinking DJ and all the love in the room.
We just wanted to make sure all of our guests had a great time, and he definitely achieved that.
It was definitely greatly appreciated that he was able to adapt that quickly and just continue doing what he does best.
Kayla and Alex said that their wedding was still a success despite a brief interruption. Hopefully we don't have any severe weather in the forecast this week.
Oh, Sophia. You know what? We're just going to have to gather around. It's free time. And for this, Sophia, we're going to need this right here. We need a box. There we go. So I just got married on April 1st, and my wife and I, we were joking around about this for months. Like, what would happen if a tornado were to go through our wedding? Now, obviously, I was there. Derek Sibley was there. He was one of the grooms. And then my buddy Ryan, who's a meteorologist in Topeka, was there as well. So the running joke was if there was a tornado warning, you'd have Cedric, who's actually working in master control this morning, like, Eric, do you take Taylor to be your lawful wedded wife? Hold on there, Rev. We got a tornado warning now in effect now for Alameda County. This goes into effect now until about, all right, I need you two over here. Oh, yeah, I do, by the way. Everybody needs to take shelter. That's what would have happened. And then the three of us would have just gone outside. Why not? Exactly. Happy wedding day. And then we just take the storm runner out and have a heyday with it. Of course, you know, we'd put Just Married and have Taylor in the storm runner as well.
I feel like that would be an only you thing.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that would only happen on your wedding.
Of course. Instead, it was just chilly.
It was what?
Chilly.
Chilly?
It was like
cold?
40s.
That kind of, no sun?
No, we had the sun. It
Okay.
just came out a little bit later, but it was 40s, chilly, but still.
Well, you made it through. I mean,
did.
no April Fool's jokes were played.
No.
No tornadoes.
No.
It was a good wedding.
It was a very good wedding. So, all right, thank you for attending Story Time with Eric. I can put these soapbox away. Temperatures out there. Wow, what a gorgeous Monday morning across the viewing area. We are seeing temperatures in the 50s from top to bottom, making for a beautiful start out there. Radar scan showing a few little blips of rain across portions of our viewing area off towards the northeast as well as parts of Minnesota. Other than that, we're going to see clouds decrease throughout the day. Here's I got that car wash forecast after the precip is out of here. Go out and wash the car, not just today, but tomorrow, but even Wednesday. And yes, you might want to add the extra layer of wax on your car. It's just going to be downright nice. In the next several hours, we'll see a temperature of 57 by the 10 o'clock hour, 64 by noon, upper 60s to low 70s by the 2 o'clock hour. And as I've stated, if you liked yesterday, you're going to like today. And I think for the most part, you're going to like the next 8 days. We'll talk about that coming up in the First Warn forecast in just a few minutes. But first, here's a look at your buzz report coming up, or a sneak peek, I should say. There you go. We'll be right back. All right, we do have that flooding concern in effect for portions of Juneau and Adams County. This is the Wisconsin River at Castle Rock Dam. Now, I want to draw your attention to this because On this graphic, it says that this expires Thursday morning. The National Weather Service is saying, as of right now, this is until further notice. So this is something we're going to keep an eye on over the next several days. Same story with the Mississippi River in La Crosse. As a matter of fact, you can see right now we're at 9.15 feet. We're projected to go to 10 feet by the end of the week. And then this time next week, over 12 feet. Keep in mind, flood stage is 12 feet. So this is something that we will have to keep an eye on as next week inches closer. Outside right now, it is gorgeous out there, a mixture of sun and clouds at this hour. Eau Claire, you are sitting at the Double Nichols, 55 degrees. It feels like 55 out there. Winds are out of the south at 11 miles per hour. We are 1 degree warmer in La Crosse. You can see we have cloudy skies out there. 56 is the current temperature and the feels like temperature. Humidity is sitting at 40% with winds out of the south-southeast at 6 miles per hour. So again, if you have to wash your car today, next 3 days, definitely not bad at all. Make sure you add the wax to that. And I hope you enjoy the next several days because we will see those temperatures cool off. Now, in terms of iced coffee, there you go. Make it a large. Temperatures today will be in the upper 60s to low 70s with plenty of sunshine. Temperatures across the area in the 50s, mid 50s towards Eau Claire, 55 in Winona, 56 in La Crosse, 55 in Sparta, 51 in Viroqua. Good morning to you guys in Boscobel. You're at 51 degrees as well. And for today, we'll see temperatures in the upper 60s to low 70s. 70s across the board in La Crosse County, our southern zones. New Albany, you will make it to 73 degrees. Waukon will make it to 70. Lynxville will make it to 70. 72 towards Blair as well as Melrose. 72 towards the Alma Center area. Towards Mondovi, you'll make it to 72. They're a traditionally cooler zone. You can see temperatures staying in the mid to upper 60s, low 70s from Neillsville over towards the Pepin area. So for today in La Crosse, we'll make it to 72 degrees. The clouds will decrease throughout the day. Sunglasses will be needed. Winds will be out of the south at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. So high pressure, our nice fair weather friend, it has given us a 2 thumbs up for the next several days. It is large. It is in charge. It is in control to the west of us. We have a stationary boundary. And as long as we stay in this pattern, which we will, it's going to do 2 things. It's going to bring us a copious amount of sun, and it's going to bring us the warmer temperatures. Matter of fact, we'll see temperatures in the 70s for tomorrow and in 80s for Wednesday and Thursday. So Sky Tracker for today, there's 11 o'clock. We'll see temperatures in the 50s and 60s. You see that nice southerly flow in play. By tonight, we'll see mostly clear skies with temperatures in the 50s and 60s. And then we have a change. All good things must come to an end. That warm weather is going to be out of here by this time next week. So here's Tuesday. You can see that ridge of high pressure staying in control. By Wednesday, it's still in control. We get on the back end of it for Thursday as well as Friday. And then here we go. That cool air is going to start ushering in as we go into Saturday and Sunday and Monday. We go to 73 on Friday, 60s by Saturday, upper 40s to low 50s for Sunday and Monday. Keep in mind, our average high for this time of year is 57 degrees. So we go from one extreme down to the other. So after that, we do have the rain chances in the forecast. So we go to 76 for Tuesday, 80s for Wednesday and Thursday, 73 for Friday. Then, like I said, 60s for Saturday, upper 40s to low 50s for Sunday and Monday. The next 6 to 10 days in terms of temperature keeps us slightly cooler than normal, not just the 6 to 10, but the 8 to 14 day as well. Sophia, over to you.
My life is a mess. My husband kicked me out a few days ago. My daughter hates me. Oh my God. Mom!
Cheryl Strayed's memoir, Wild, became a big screen hit starring Reese Witherspoon. Now Witherspoon's production company is using another of Strayed's books, a basis for a new limited series. Catherine Hahn stars in Tiny Beautiful Things as a widely read advice columnist struggling to fix her own life. The limited series is now streaming on Hulu.
I won't be satisfied unless this album is an accurate representation of where I am as a person.
And know how he gets when he makes records, whether or not he sees it at the time or not.
Grammy Award-winning singer-songwriter Jason Isbell explains his professional and personal life alongside his wife, musician Amanda Shires, in a new documentary. You can watch Jason Isbell Running with Our Eyes Closed now on HBO and HBO Max. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy has made every Star Wars fan wish come true. 3 new movies are in the works. She made the announcement at Star Wars Celebration in London. The films will be directed by James Mangold, Dave Filoni, and Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy. The 3 films will all take place in different time periods of Star Wars. No release date was given for any of the films. I know you said you're a Star Wars fan.
Yeah,
and
love Star Wars.
What were your favorite characters?
Chewbacca, the Wookiee.
Chewbacca.
Yeah, you know that.
I like Chewbacca too. I used to have a Chewbacca backpack, and it was just a mini like stuffed Chewbacca.
Really?
Yeah, and
nice.
I loved it.
And this guy, R2-D2.
R2-D2.
See,
yes.
we need one of those like in the studio.
That's just like.
Why not?
What is your thoughts on space?
Oh, sure, why not?
I love space.
I do too.
What about a lightsaber? Do you have one?
No.
No? No. I had a fake one.
Well, the fake ones, yeah, but.
I had a fake one for my Halloween costume. I went as Princess Leia this Halloween, and I loved it. And now next time I go to Disney, I'm gonna make a real one.
I just want to get a lightsaber now for some reason.
Yeah, you gotta go to Disney. Before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8.
All right, happy 8th birthday to Ingrid. Ingrid loves to skate and bike and hang out with her friends.
Happy 8th birthday to Hannah. Hannah loves to hang out with her family, and her favorite sport is rodeo.
And happy 80th birthday to Janice. Janice's family wants her to know they love her and are wishing her a very happy birthday.
If you know a special someone turning 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88 years old soon, we'd love to feature them.
Hey, do us a favor. Upload their photo to our website, news8000.com, and look for the Submit Pictures button under the Home tab on our website.
Stay with us. We have everything you need to know today in 5 minutes or less. Your Morning News Now is up next.
We have a lightsaber now.
Maternity wards are closing across the country, forcing expectant mothers into long drives for care. According to a recent report, 217 hospitals in the U.S. have closed their labor and delivery departments since 2011, 13 in the past year alone. The report says that the states with the highest loss of access are Minnesota, Texas, Iowa, Kansas, and Wisconsin, each losing more than 10 facilities. A reason for these closings: money, low births, and staffing. In Stoddard, nature lovers heard some expert advice. Expert photographers and naturalists shared helpful advice with the public on Saturday's Flyway event. People got to learn about bird identification tips on how to capture perfect bird shots. A member of the Mississippi Valley Conservancy says the ultimate goal is environmental awareness.
Our ultimate purpose is to create awareness of waterfowl and wildlife in this part of the world and what their needs are and what's threatening them.
If you missed the event but are interested in learning more about wildlife along the Mississippi, you can visit the official website. We posted that on our website, news8000.com. Dog owners in Sparta spent Easter with a special activity for their furry friends. The 3rd annual Doggy Easter Egg Hunt was underway at the Justin Trails Resort in Sparta. Dogs big and small sniffed around for Easter eggs that were filled with some of their favorite treats. The hunt kicked off, and one volunteer said this event helps bring hope to hardworking and life-saving shelters in the area.
I really enjoy doing it because it's such a cause I strongly believe in, about spreading the word on spay and neutering, letting people know that there's a lot of animals out there without a voice, and they need us to help care for them.
Proceeds and items donated at the event will go to Chasing Daylight Animal Shelter in Toma and Monroe County Animal Shelter. For more information about those shelters, visit news8000.com. You may have heard of Easter eggs, but what about Easter sheep? The Orens family is sharing their unique Easter celebration with everyone on their family farm in Sparta. Their sheep are dyed all kinds of colors: pink, blue, green, you name it. This is the family's 3rd year taking part in the tradition.
We usually don't hunt for eggs or anything like that, and then we just do this, and it's just a fun way to get together and dye sheep and then just admire them and watch the people admire them too. Just makes everyone feel good.
Vanessa says the dye is 100% safe for the sheep. They'll stay colorful until rain washes it off or it's time for a shear. If you'd like to check out the candy colored herd, you can stop by their farm at 11277 Janice Avenue in Sparta this week.
All right, here's a look at your forecast for today. We'll see temperatures in the 70s across the board. Southern zones seeing temperatures staying in the 70s with mostly sunny skies. As we go to the central zones, again, 70s with mostly sunny skies across the area. And our traditional cooler zone staying in the 60s and 70s. Real quick, a final look at your 8-day forecast. We'll go temperatures in the 70s today and tomorrow, 80s for Wednesday and Thursday.
That's what I like to hear.
Me too.
I'm so excited. Summer's right around the corner.
I agree.
Right around the corner.
Yes, it is in June.
I know. It's gonna fly by. I keep saying that March flew by. It's already April 10th. We're already done with Easter.
And then you know what happens after summer?
What?
Winter's just around the corner.
No, stop.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a possibility of getting snow again?
I mean, there's always a possibility of getting snow. It's just how much are we gonna get?
I can't handle that.
Too far to tell.
I know. Thank you. And thank you for watching News 8 Now. Don't forget to keep up with the news of the day on news8000.com. We will have the latest updates to today's top stories on News Now at noon. Have a great day, everyone, and thank you for watching News 8.